What is up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. And it does indeed looks like Bronny James actually has some bark to his bite. And here I was thinking that this was some soft-spoken, innocent kid. But enough is enough. And Bronny James stood his ground in this clip, guys. It seems like he was going back at it with a heckler. So let's get into this. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I actually like to see this from Bronny James because, I mean, this kid, I know he's trying to follow his dad's blueprint, be passive aggressive, be fake politician-esque, you know, act like you really don't have an edge to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be this perfect player. You have emotions. Obviously, LeBron James has emotions. He just charged Stephen A. Smith up. So I think it's cool to see this kid, you know, for once, you know, standing his ground. You know, like, this is what you have to do sometimes. You obviously are the butt end of everyone's joke right now. Everybody's criticizing you because of your dad, and we all know that. So I like to see a little edge in any athlete, which is why we love football, because football, in the NFL at least, it sells drama. Whether it's a coach that's emotional, like my guy Nick Sirianni. You know, I love that guy. You know, he's a guy that people talked about at first because he is true to who he is. But then you have, but it just makes the sport good. You have to have guys with a little bit of edge. And Bronny James knows that, you know, everybody's talking about him. Everybody just has this magnifying glass on him. You know, I've made videos about, you know, his mental health and, you know, people saying that it's getting to him because of the bright lights, the criticism and the scrutiny. And enough is enough. Sometimes you break. And I think that this was a little friendly still on Bronny James's part. Obviously, he's not going to go, you know, all out and want to insult somebody because he knows, like his dad knows, it's just not a good look on the brand. But Bronny James clearly tells this guy that his chain is fake. Looks like he says, your chain fake. Yeah, that's what it looks like. He says your chain fake is what these professional lip readers are reading. You know, people obviously have a job reading lips, and 9 times out of 10, they're never wrong. That's why you see a lot of the athletes talk like this. I mean, you have to talk like that because cameras are everywhere, and people pick up every single thing. And right away, the comment section is letting him have it. His dumb ass is only drafted because of his father, entitled little blank. I mean, hey, listen, I'm not going to go and call anybody out of their name, but this just speaks to the frustration of a modern sports fan who obviously knows why you are where you are, right? I mean, you know, like some people just talk like this. Some people call it like it is. But geez, let's keep going. I would have been like, your NBA career is fake, man. I'm telling you, man, people are creative on this internet. Like, I wouldn't even know what to say in that moment if somebody said that to me. I probably had to have a few beers in me to be a heckler. Obviously, these people show up. It looks like they had pretty close seats. So, I mean, doesn't look like they're hurting for nothing to buy these NBA seats. It's such a crisis in this economy. Who does Bronny think he is? Well, obviously, he's royalty. He's LeBron James' kid. He's above criticism. You can't talk about this guy. Or LeBron James will show up in your dreams and quickly turn it into a Stephen A. Smith nightmare. That's exactly who Bronny James is. He's probably feeling himself because his dad went out there and checked the weakest guy in sports media. Little man out here talking out his neck, always looking for a camera like his old man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. Like I said this in one of my videos and got a little backlash. LeBron James literally was looking at the cameras the whole time he was talking to Stephen A. Smith. It's just, why does everything always feel so staged and inorganic in the James family? I mean, it must be something in the blood. I mean, maybe it's the rich water people drink. I don't know. We'll have been quick to remind him his entire career is fake. And you're going to keep seeing people say this because what LeBron James has done, he has not allowed any slack when it comes to Bronny James. Literally, nothing Bronny James can say is going to ever top the people's counter. Like, you can easily shut Bronny James down. Obviously, he hasn't proven himself or established himself in the NBA, maybe the G League, but not the NBA. And anything that he says, people are just going to be like, you suck. You only here because you're dad, which is a terrible feeling, honestly, which is why I don't know, man. I keep asking, people in the sports world, do you seriously think that Bronny James has it in him? We know that this contract is a guaranteed 4 years, but do you guys seriously, in the comment section, let me know, do you guys seriously think that Bronny James has it in him to continue his NBA career past this season? Or do you guys think that he's just going to, do what he has to do because LeBron James is telling him, hey, you got to see it through, which is what a good dad should do. But I also feel like a great dad will say, follow your heart. Bronny got to be good at something. It ain't basketball, but it got to be something. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, I heard this kid is pretty good at streaming, gaming, from what I saw with the NIL and the endorsement that this kid has. I mean, this is pretty much, you got to be a very fortunate guy for the NBA. The NBA, one of the top jobs in the world where only the top tier talents participate, or they're hired in at least. You got to be one hell of a guy, one hell of a kid to have the NBA as a side job. And that's, in my opinion, that's exactly what this is for Bronny James. It's a side gig. Sometimes I go full-time. I might pull a full-time shift and go with the Lakers. And sometimes I might pull a part-time and work remote with the South Bay Lakers. It's literally a side gig. And hey, his dad's a billionaire. Can't blame him. I do like the fact that he stood up for himself. I think that is a little humorous. I feel like at some point you gotta fight back, man. Like, people gonna joke on you regardless because of the situation and how your dad forced you into the league. So you might as well have fun with it. But you guys let me know what y'all think about Bronny James chirping back at the heckler, telling him that his chain is fake. And what do you guys think about all of the backlash in the comment section that Bronny James received? Last but not least, if you found any value to this video, I need you to hit that subscribe button for your boy. And also share this with somebody that you feel like wants to have a good laugh. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.